Hello, welcome in my divine priestesses. I just wanted to bring through a collective message about October, just to kind of tap in and see what Spirit wants us to know about the upcoming month. I live near a very, very busy road, so if you do hear traffic or sirens or horns honking, just take it as confirmation. Spirit's probably trying to tell you something. So let's see. Spirit, give us a message for the month of October. What is it you want us to know at this time? Okay. So coming out, we have Christ consciousness. We have Merkaba, and we have initiation by air. Let's see. Okay. So this deck is a very beautiful deck. Anyway, it is the Light Worker Oracle by Alana Fairchild. But these energies are very sacred today. So for the month of October, Spirit is asking us to almost like lead by example, lead with unconditional love, and also be a leader. Don't be afraid of leading, is what I'm getting with this Christ consciousness of, the Jesus energy essentially, but always making sure that we're doing it from a place that is of purpose, of healing. I think when we are on a spiritual path, we can understand, and we have a much better perspective of the world and how it operates and why certain things happen. And I think Spirit is trying to tell us this month to stay in that perspective. There may be times where you might be called to kind of offer that wisdom to people as well. With the initiation by air, to me this feels like a throat chakra, where your words carry energy, your words carry vibration, your words carry manifestations, intentions. Things like spell work are coming in. So if you're setting intentions, or maybe even offering advice or helping somebody through a hard time, like the frequencies, the energy that you give through speaking those words is going to be very, very powerful this month in October. And then the Merkaba talking about Merkaba obviously. So Merkaba, to me, my understanding of it, or my kind of layman's terms of it, is it's a tool. It's a tool that was used in ancient times that we can kind of tap into now, that allows us to travel through different consciousnesses, through different dimensions, through different frequencies. It's sacred geometry, right? So I feel like your leadership, your depth of understanding of human consciousness is so profound this month that it transcends dimensions. The words that you carry will affect other places of the universe. And I feel like you may just kind of be like, oh, I'm just helping a friend, or whatever it is. Maybe you're putting out ideas in your work meeting, or so anything. It could be literally anything. But the ripple effect of that, especially if it's rooted in divine love, especially if it's rooted with your purpose, your life's mission, your soul contracts. It's going to bring in very, very sacred energy to those people, but also even more so in different dimensions. I don't think I'm using the right word for that. Different it's like different beings, and we know this, right? Different beings watch the earth, and they watch how we operate and what's going on essentially. And I feel like through this time, through this month, as things kind of shift and things are changing, and we can see that in the news of everything that's going on right now, not to kind of go into it, but we know that times are changing. So I think obviously beings of light, like light consciousness, or angels, extraterrestrials, Syrians, Arcturians, whatever you want to call them, are watching how the divinely placed priests, priestesses, light workers, starseeds are handling this energy. So if you do feel like you're being watched, or if you feel like you're being observed, you are, but not in a creepy way. Ancestors just came through as well. Like, ancestors are saying, yeah, we're watching you. We're watching how you lead at this time. We're watching what you do with this energy, what you're doing at this time. It's important for everything. It's important for the universe, how you behave, how you react, how you help, how all of your actions, all of your choices of words have an effect far beyond your staff room, far beyond your home, far beyond your gym, your place of leisure, whatever it is. So I'm hearing, be very, very intentional behind the words that you speak, because they carry a very specific essence this month. And be very discerning in your leadership, because it affects more than just what we do here on this planet. Wow. And this is like star seed royalty. This is like star royalty. Like, you're born of the stars. You're born from a very specific place of spiritual counsel, of light beings. Your soul is not ordinary. Your soul is very ancient. Your soul is very sacred, and it's so important. You might resonate very closely with Jesus Christ as an ascended master, because you come from that type of lineage, of unconditional love, and everybody does, but I feel like there is a collective of souls, almost like a priesthood, a priestesshood, who incarnated or have incarnated for lifetimes with the true message of unconditional love, in the same way that Jesus Christ did. So, things like the Knights Templars coming through, the Holy Grail, the Da Vinci Code, all of like those might be significant to you. But all of those kind of hidden secrets, that were covered up a long, long time ago, that you are now here to tell the truth about. This initiation by air, right? With your throat chakra, the words that you choose to speak, and that having a ripple effect throughout consciousness. And I know sometimes we can kind of sit here and think, oh, what, little old me, little old me thought to transcend dimensions. Yes, because if not you, then who else? Do you know what I mean? Like, you are put here for such a sacred purpose, and sometimes I get even like the weight of the words can feel overwhelming sometimes, and that's kind of the energy I'm getting through from you guys, that you're like, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Like, I'm dead sure. And you should be too. And it's almost like, whether you're consciously aware of this energy or not, it happens. Your words carry such weight and divinity. And that is the truth. You are the truth. What have we got? Page of Cups. So don't be sitting there like, oh no, it could never be me. Of course it could be you. 6 of Cups. And there's nothing to kind of be scared about. There's not even anything more you need to do. King of Cups. It's just you being you, and the frequency and the vibration that offers, you know. I didn't expect this message to be this deep, but here we go. 7 of Pentacles, and then underneath the deck we have the Emperor. Yes. So I feel October's going to be a really good time to start looking into your past lives energy if you haven't before. And I'm hearing study them. Really, really study them. If you have knowledge about your past lives in any type of way, study it. Study the timelines you were in, study the history of it. With the King of Cups and the Emperor, study the royalty who were there, the leaders of the time, the monarchies, the emperors. Study them. I feel like especially that will help you with whatever kind of leadership role you're being called to step into at this time. With the Page of Cups, there's almost like a sweet, surprising innocence. 6 of Cups as well. There's a lot of innocence wrapped in this energy. This is all about you just being sweet, just being lovely, just being kind, just being nurturing, just being playful, expressing joy, expressing happiness and laughter, bringing people into that energy. Even though this is heavy stuff that we've kind of been, discussing, there's no need for it to kind of take away the joy of life itself and this human experience that we're on. And I think we forget that sometimes, that we can be playful and we can be loving and we can just have fun, and there's no actual need for it. You don't have to have a reason to laugh, especially when, King of Cups, you've done the work. You're at such an emotional maturity that it would be devastating not to laugh. And I know that's hard when you might be the only mature one within your group. And I think this is probably where that innocence energy comes in as well, almost like a naive energy. The people around you may not understand the energies in the same way that you do. But that doesn't mean you can't engulf them, embrace them in this loving, playful joyfulness that you have. And the energies of your spiritual mission for October are potent. Like they're quite ethereal. It's a highly divine mission, of course, but the way it kind of plays out is it's just you being you. It's you being love and light, as Christ consciousness. It's you being silly and childlike, embracing your inner child. Embracing your inner child is healing in and of itself. And if that's the leadership role you're being called to take, to allow other people into that energy, to help them embrace their inner child, then that's your spiritual mission, Seven of Pentacles, this is like, I'm feeling that you're the leader, you're the nurturer, and these pentacles are the people you're leading. And you're just proud of them. You love them, you care for them, you're nurturing them, you're taking the time to teach them. And then through it, you are just a leader, a very, very powerful, at the soul leader. And you've done this lifetimes before. This, October 2025 is not the first time you've been called to do this. You're an emperor. You've led not only kingdoms, but empires. Not just on this planet, on other planets as well. Not just in this dimension, other dimensions. Like, you instinctively know what you're doing. It is part of your soul lineage to lead in love and light. You know in your soul the frequency or the weight that your words carry. You know that. You've commanded courts, you've commanded empires before. You know that your words hold weight. And it's just as powerful to kind of say, okay, day off today, guys, then let's go and have a water fight or whatever it is, like there's even that type of leadership is divine leadership, to allow people to just play and have fun. And we see that in teaching or counseling or any kind of person who has anything to do with children, right? As soon as you make it fun, as soon as you make it light, as soon as it's not as scary anymore, you get the best out of people. And I feel like that's what all of this is. Like, you know how to get the best out of people. You know how to grow them, how to nurture them. You know how to get the most fruitful harvest of their talents, of their skills out of them. And it's so innately in you, like, you don't have to try. You don't have to try to be someone you're not, to be some kind of, dictator or hard, cold manager, nothing like that. You just know how to bring it out of them with like affection and sweetness and gentleness. That's what I'm getting. Let's go a little bit deeper. Let's clarify some things. These cards are sticking today. Let's see. Okay, we have Two of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Three of Swords, okay, we have Oh, come on. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And then under the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay. You are responsible for a lot this month. I'm not gonna lie. There are people around you who are going through some hardships that a lot of people can't see, but you do. You can pick up on it intuitively, energetically. You can see it. You know exactly what it is. You can tell exactly what's going on. You might have a colleague come in who you can tell has just been crying. You know when someone's having a bad day. You know when someone needs your help. You know, and I feel like, again, just through you being you, just through you being the divine leader that you are, you're going to help a lot of people almost like break certain ties to certain karmic energies this month. Just by you being you. There's nothing extra you need to do. You just need to be yourself. There are people who are going to feel stuck. There are people who are going to feel trapped. There are people who are going to feel heartbroken this month. And you're going to be there all love and light, and you're going to be like a breath of fresh air to them. You're going to be the person who is emotionally mature enough to listen to them. You're going to be the person who can find the right words, who can give the right energy, who can really see them, who can really understand them. You're going to be so patient with them. This energy here, Knight of Pentacles under the Seven of Pentacles, patience. And I feel that's what they're craving right now. Just someone who gets it. And I feel like in their darkest energy, in their lower vibrations that they're feeling, there's you being so sweet and so playful and so generous, and just kind of reminding them of it's okay to feel down, of course, but there are so many reasons to be happy. There are so many areas to find love in. And when you're having these conversations with people, your words just speak directly to their heart space. I'm hearing that maybe you've sent like a letter or like a thank you card, maybe even like a birthday card or something like that. There's something written that you've given, pen on paper, handwritten, that you're going to give to somebody this month, or maybe you can think about doing, that is really going to make a difference for this person. And then you've got the Queen of Cups under this Emperor. Like, again, you're a divine leader because intuitively you're just on point. You know exactly how to handle these situations. You may even feel like, oh, I've never been in this situation before. Like I said previously, yes, you have. Yes, you have, on this planet, on the third planet, on the whatever planet, this dimension. You've done it before. There's so much wisdom that's pouring out of you this month. And it's like you're channeling it through your star ancestors, through your ancestors, through the light beings, through everything. For ascended masters, they're just all around you, just giving you this wisdom, this love, this light, and it's just pouring out of you for you to direct it to people who really need it this month. Again, patience is coming through. Patience is really what a lot of these people around you are needing right now. Just someone who's understanding enough to give them time and grace and empathy to feel what they're feeling. And you know how to do that. You've always known how to do that. So let's just get a couple of these. We have horseshoe with good luck. You're someone's good luck this month. You are that that blessing, that star in the sky. I'm feeling like oasis in a desert. Like, you don't know how grateful someone really is to be in your energy. And that's such a beautiful energy, because a lot of the time we can feel that people are just there to kind of drain our energy and to kind of take from us and not really reciprocate. But whatever you're doing for the people around you, they are so appreciative of it. They really, really are. It's almost like they will never forget that you were there for them this month. They will tell their children and grandchildren that I was in a deep, dark place. I needed help, I needed support, and it was just through the words of this earth angel that I managed to get out of it. We've got man, dealings with a relationship with a man. So it could be a masculine who you're helping this month. I'm also kind of getting that, I'm hearing boys will be boys. Maybe there's a conversation around things like toxic masculinity or something like that, where you just hold the words of wisdom in it. Maybe there's like a red pill, that type of discussion. Maybe it gets, I don't know. It's just a feeling that you offer the wisest words in that scenario. The leadership, right? It's funny about masculine energies with the Emperor, because he is the ultimate masculine. We've got the King of Cups here as well. This masculine energy of like, yeah, maybe you're guiding a masculine, teaching a masculine, maybe even a young boy through these, energies of how do I level up, quote unquote, into being a man. That's kind of what I'm getting. Fair man, dealings with a relationship with a man with blonde, grey or white hair. Maybe even you're having these conversations with an older man, grey hair here, who just kind of needs to, what's the word? Who needs to kind of like throw out some old ideas. Maybe you are discussing things about the patriarchy. We did kind of say things that are going on in the world, things that need to be discussed, and then there's you leading, pioneering some of these ideas, right? And it doesn't have to be on a stage, it doesn't have to be with a microphone, it just needs to be true. It just needs to be from a wise place of unconditional love. And here we have marriage. Yeah, maybe you are having some conversations about some outdated ideas. Maybe someone around you is getting married, newly engaged, or maybe even going through like a divorce or something. At the bottom of the deck we have dog barking, advice from a friend. Yeah, advice from you. Advice from a very, very wise, instinctive, intuitive, beautiful being. Yeah, this is, I love this message, to be fair. Let's just finish off with some messages from your angels. But yeah, this month it's like spiritual mission activated, and you're leading some really, really important healing spaces. Again, just by being you don't have to do anything special. All you have to do is open your door and put the kettle on. You don't have to be anything more than what you already are, because your soul already knows how to handle these situations. Let's see. This one wants to come. Foundation of faith. My faith is stronger than my fears. Yeah. So I was feeling this from you as well. Like, you might be a little bit afraid of the weight of these energies, what I've spoken about, but the affirmation, my faith is stronger than my fears. You are stronger than you know. You may even feel really uncomfortable in these situations. You may feel really uncomfortable having these conversations, but I feel like you're going to find the strength to say what needs to be said, and you will be the voice of reason in that room. Let's take this one. We have feather energy. Signs are all around me. You are protected. You are surrounded. Like I said, you might feel like you're being watched this month, but you're being watched by the most beautiful, high vibrational, light energy beings. They want to see how you handle this. It's almost like they're taking notes. They want to see how you handle this because they know that only you can. You know, and if we come across these situations in other places of the universe, how do we handle it? Let's have a look at our priestess right here, because I know that she will be the one to tell us how to handle this. So, wow. That is the month of October. I hope you have enjoyed this message. I hope it has brought you some inspiration, if anything. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. There will be more to come, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.